My name is Courtney, and I'm very passionate about helping women with invisible illnesses realize that you can still lead a pretty healthy and active lifestyle. It's just not going to be the one you had envisioned for yourself, but what the hell else are you going to do about it? You can't just sit around and feel sorry for yourself. You can't. Although I will tell you, when I get into that mood, when I just can't, every once in a while, I can't snap the self pity. So when I'm like that, I just give myself 24 hours and I throw the biggest freaking pity party for 24 hours. And then I suck it the hell up, dust myself off, and move on. Anyway, time management. So this has always been a struggle for me. I've always resisted it because and I know it's how I look at it, and I look at it very much the wrong perspective, but it feels really stifling to me, and I don't want those kind of constraints. However, I do have health issues up to my freaking eyeballs, and I'm embarking on a really exciting new career opportunity Monday. And I need to be ready. And, it's not that all my health problems are going to magically go away just because I'm suddenly working again. It means I have to figure out how to manage my time because I know it's going to pay off in the long run. By the way, this information is from timemanagementninja.com. The name makes me think of my friend Jen. I should send her a link to this. I haven't talked to her in ages. Anyway, I've always resisted time management because I saw it as being uptight and just too structured. I'm kind of a hippie chick in that regard, I guess. I like a little bit of freedom, a little leeway. But here's the thing. It's not about that. It's not about adding pressure. It's not about being uptight. It's about managing our time properly so that we can honor and engage with our priorities. So let's talk. Here are 10 reasons why you really need to figure out time management. And by you, I mean me. Number one, less stress and anxiety. Well, sure. If you have a plan for your day, you're going to have fewer surprises. If you keep a to do list, you're going to have fewer tight deadlines. There's going to be a lot less rushing around. When you have health issues, stress is a tremendous part of that. So if something as frankly relatively simple in theory, this is something this is so hard for me to accept, but I understand why I need to do it. I need to do anything that can bring less stress into my life. That's just the fact of my health situation. Number two, time management leads to, of course, improved productivity. If you have a to do list, then it helps ensure that all your tasks get completed. And again, there's going to be less rushing because you've got a list. You know exactly what you need to do that day. And that means that the quality of your work is going to be better. Well, here I'm embarking on a brand new career opportunity. I want to be on top of my work. I want to produce really good quality work and I want to be productive. You guys, I'm laughing at myself. I am so excited about this new job. I am really surprised at how excited I am. I don't have it in here, but I have I call it my to-do notebook. And I'll be really honest, the past year with a year and a half with my health being where it is, I don't even think I've had that notebook open once. But I got up last night. I got out of bed. I had to go find it because I had some stuff I had to get out. I just had to write it down. These are things I need to do before Monday because that's when I start back to work. Anyway, less rushing is going to lead to better work productivity. Number three, if you're on top of your time, guess what? You're going to do it once and you'll be done. You're going to spend a lot less time redoing because when we wait till the last minute and everything's rushed, that's when you lose instructions. That's when you forget steps. You forget details. Just do it right the first time, one and done. So years ago, oh my gosh, years ago, I had this horrible project and it was really daunting. It was a federal space allocation for the building I was working in. And then we had to report because we had federal money. This is how we're using this space. Well, the directions were horrible. The task was horrible. And I literally put it off until the day it was due. And then I had to walk into the fiscal officer's office and say, yeah, that project that you asked me to do, I haven't done it yet. Why? At that point, I'd lost the instructions. I forgot all the details, and it was embarrassing as hell to have to go in there. And she was a bit of a ball buster, but she appreciated my honesty, and I just, it intimidated me, so I didn't do it. I just laid it out there for her. And since I'm a good employee in other areas, excuse me, she was willing to help me out. Although I did get my ass chewed, which I deserved. I'll accept that. But do it right the first time. Don't take the chance. Just get it done. It's so much easier to just get it done than to have a project looming over your head. Number 4, it leads to less life friction. When we don't manage our time, we really are creating our own problems. A planned day means less unnecessary stress. Yeah, I know I need this. I mean, I read this list and it's like, well, no kidding. Why the hell do I resist this so much? It's because I just look at it from the wrong perspective, and I know that. And I'm working on that. But um, number 5, if you manage your time wisely, guess what that leads to? More free time. Who the hell doesn't want that? You spend a lot less time chasing your tail. You're not looking for instructions that you had 3 weeks ago that you have no clue where they are. You're not having to chase down other people to ask them for help regarding details that you should have already taken care of. You want more free time, you're going to have to manage your time properly. Number 6, if you manage your time properly, you're going to have less wasted time. Well, certainly, because you won't be running around chasing your tail, trying to dig up those old instructions. Time is finite. And if you start your day with a roadmap of where you need to go, you're going to get to that finish line a lot quicker and a lot more effectively. Excuse me. Number 7, this is the one that really is exciting to me right now, that has a huge appeal to me right now. Managing your time leads to increased opportunity. Well, of course it does. When you are on top of your time and therefore on top of your work, people around you know that they can rely on you. They know that you're going to take care of what you're expected to take care of. That is tremendous. Luck favors the prepared. Number 8, being on top of your time, obviously it's going to improve your reputation because they do know that you're reliable. People, that's one of the biggest things. People will overlook a lot if they know you're reliable. I had a boss a few years ago that was really good at working around my health issues. And you know why? Because she knew I was going to be reliable. Even though I don't manage my time worth of crap, getting better. But she knew at the end of the day, I still was going to get the work done, but it took me a lot longer than it should have had I been on top of things. But my point is, if people know that you're reliable, they're willing to work with you in other areas. They're willing to give you a little more slack. And if you've got health issues, that's important. If you have health issues and you're working, it's very important that you figure out time management, says the person who's been dealing with health issues and working for, anyway, do as I say, not as I do. Number 9, if you are properly managing your time, things are going to require less effort. Look, I used to have a disabled dog. That little dog, when I would take him somewhere, not just for a day trip, but if I took him on a trip, he had more medication than I did. I had to create a packing list. And that was the first time I ever did this, but I made a packing list. This is what has to go in the motorhome for Gus to go on a trip. Well, then I expanded that. Well, this is all the bathroom stuff that I need to take. And this is all, I need to make sure I've got this, and I need to make sure I've got that. Yes, initially, it took me time to set up those packing lists. But it got so fast because, boom, go through my list. I had the packing list for the dog laminated, so I could just check it off as I put everything in the camper. Then I'm not running around. Oh my gosh, did I get this? Oh my gosh, did I get that? I put in a little effort and time at the beginning of the process, and it made packing so much easier. And in fact, I'm getting ready to go spend 6 weeks in Texas, and I'm going to start a packing list this weekend. I do have a list of things I have as I have it in my notes in-house. toothpaste, water, things like that. I keep a list of what I've got in my Texas place so that I'm not scrambling so much. But I'm flying out on a work day. I'm going to work half a day the morning that I'm leaving. So I need to have a list so that I can make sure I'm not distracted on that day with, oh my gosh, did I pack this? Oh my gosh, did I pack that? But it's going to take so much pressure off of me. So that's my big thing for this weekend. I'm going to start my packing list. And finally, number 10, the reason that you need to be on top of your time. And again, by you, I mean me. It gives us more time for the things that matter to us. Look, I want to be good at my job. I really, it's important to me to be a valuable team member, to be reliable, to be a conscientious employee. But you know what else matters to me? My time. My time with God, my time to knit, my time to go hang out with my friends. All those things matter to me. And if I manage my time properly, I'll be able to get everything done. Well, okay, not everything. Healthy people can't do everything. So those of us with health issues, don't do that to yourself. But I'll be able to get a lot more things done. And I already have, it was so funny when I grabbed my to-do notebook last night, I already have a tentative schedule set up for next week. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I will not be on tomorrow because I'm going to get my nails fixed, which are really sad right now. And Monday, I'm not sure. I have an appointment, a lengthy appointment Monday, and I have to work. So not sure. I probably won't be back until Tuesday, and it'll probably be closer to 1 o'clock Alaska time. I'm going to try to do this on my lunch hour. We'll see how that goes anyway. Anyway,